Welcome back dear students, class 9 mathematics 2 chapter 2 parallel lines part 2. Dear students, today we are going to learn some important properties of parallel lines and angles formed by them. Here some of the useful properties of parallel lines and transversal we are going to use to prove geometrical properties. So here we go to prove property of triangle using angles made by transversal and parallel line. Theorem: sum of the interior angles of the triangles measure 180 degree. Here is the given triangle ABC. We have to prove angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to 180 degree. For proving this, we will draw a construction by drawing a parallel line to the side BC, which is passing through the point A. On this line, we will take the 2 points P and Q, such that point A is between point P and Q. Let us prove the property of interior angles of the triangle step by step. So here, line PQ is parallel to line BC and segment AB is a transversal. Therefore, angle ABC is equal to angle PAB since they are alternate angles. Now, line PQ is parallel to line BC and segment AC is a transversal. Therefore, angle ACB is equal to angle QAC. Here, these both angles are also alternate angles. So from these both the statements, statement number 1 and 2, we say that angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to angle PAB plus angle QAC. This is statement number 3. Angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to angle PAB plus angle QAC plus angle BAC. Therefore, angle PAB plus angle BAC plus angle QAC equal to angle PAC plus angle QAC, since angle PAB plus angle BAC is equal to angle PAC. They are 180 degree since they are angles in linear pair. So from this, the measure of all three angles of a triangle is 180 degree is proved. Dear students, now we will go to prove the 3 tests of parallel lines. Theorem: if the interior angles formed by a transversal of 2 distinct lines are supplementary, then the 2 lines are parallel. So here given are the 2 lines, line AB and line CD, which are intersected by the transversal XY. And here the angles formed by these lines BPQ plus PQD is 180 degree since they both are interior angles of the lines. We have to prove line AB is parallel to line CD. So proving this, we are using indirect proof. So dear students, we assume line AB and line CD are not parallel, means line AB and CD are intersecting at the point T. So here, triangle PQT is formed when the lines are extended, where we observed angle TPQ plus angle PQT is 180 degree since it is given, that is the sum of 2 angles of triangle is 180 degree, but the sum of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. So here angle PTQ is 0 degree, which is impossible thing. Means among the 3 angles of the triangles, if one angle is 0 degree, it is quite impossible thing. Therefore, we say that angle TPQ plus angle PQT plus angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree, means interior angles of the triangle sum is 180 degree. So from this discussion, we say that line PT and line QT means line AB and line CD are not distinct lines. They are the same lines. But we are given that line AB and line CD are distinct lines. Therefore, we come to the conclusion here that both the things are contradicting. So our assumption is wrong. That is, line AB and line CD are not parallel. This assumption is wrong. Then what is right? Right. It is from this indirect proof we can conclude line AB and line CD are parallel. Alternate angle test. If a pair of alternate angles formed by a transversal of two lines is congruent, then the two lines are parallel. In the adjoining figure, line P and line Q are the two lines intersected by the transversal L, which are forming angle A, C and B. Angle A and B is congruent pair of alternate angles. That is, angle A is equal to angle B is given. To prove, first thing we will write line P parallel to line Q. Let us write now proof step by step. So angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees since they are angles in linear pair. Now angle A is equal to angle B is given. From that, angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. But as we know, angle B and angle C are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. It means the sum of these interior angles is 180 degree. Therefore, line P and Q are parallel lines which are forming this pair of interior angle. This property is called as alternate angles test of parallel lines. Next test, corresponding angles test. If a pair of corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two lines is congruent, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Observe the figure. Line P and line Q are the two lines and line L is a transversal on which angle A, C and B are formed. Angle A and angle B are congruent pair of corresponding angles. That is, angle A is equal to angle B. To prove, we draw line L parallel to line Q. Let us write the proof. Angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree since angles in linear pair they are. Angle A is equal to angle B is given. Therefore, angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. That is, a pair of linear angles on the same sides of transversal is congruent pair of angle. Therefore, we say that line P parallel to line Q by interior angle tests. This property is called as the corresponding angles property or corresponding angles test of parallel lines. Dear students, here is given corollary 1 and corollary 2. Study it and note in your notes. Dear friends, let us study now some of the examples from the practice set 2.2. Question 1. In the given figure, line M and N are given along with the transversal L. Also, the angle X and Y are given in such a way that angle y is equal to 108 degree and angle x is equal to 71 degree. Question is asked whether the line M and N are parallel, and if they are not, we have to justify it with reasons. So, as we can observe here in the given figure, angle x and angle y are the two angles which are formed by the two lines and a transversal in such a way that they are the interior angles. As we know that sum of interior angle is 180 degrees if the two lines are parallel when they are intersected by the transversal, forms interior angles. A pair of interior angles which is supplementary. So x plus y we will do here, which is 71 degree plus 108 degree. X plus y is equal to 71 plus 100 is equal 108 is equal to 179 degrees. Since we know x plus y is not equal to 180 degree, we can observe here that angle x and y are not forming a pair of interior angle, which is supplementary. Therefore, we conclude from here, we justify here that line M and line N are non-parallel lines. Here we go with the third example. In this example, you can observe the three lines L, M and N, which are given parallel. Also, a transversal K in such a way that which is forming here angle B and angle A, which are pair of corresponding angles. Also, there is one other line which is transversal to the line M and N, and the two angles forms are X and Y, which are alternate angles. We have to prove line L and N are parallel. So dear students, as we know, angle A is equal to angle B. It is given, and on observing the figure, we found that angle A and angle B are nothing but the two corresponding angles formed due to line L and M, which are parallel to each other, and the K is the transversal of them. So we say that line L parallel to line M. Now, secondly, we can observe here in case of angle X and angle Y. So angle X and angle Y are given congruent. And these two angles are nothing but the alternate angles formed by the two parallel lines M and N and their transversal. So, we conclude from here, as line L is parallel to line M and line M is parallel to line N, we can say the line L and N are also parallel. So, it is proved here the line L and N are parallel to each other. Here we go with one more question from this practice set. Question number 4. In this figure, you observe ray BA is parallel to ray BE and angle C is 50 degree and angle D is 100 degree. We have to find out measure of angle ABC, that is ABC we have to calculate here. For this, a short construction we will do, that is, we will draw a line which is passing through the point C. That is line FG containing the point C on it. Ray DE, ray AB and line FG are parallel to each other. From this construction, line FG is parallel to ray BA. After doing the construction, it is observed. And we find ray BA is parallel to ray DE, therefore line FG is parallel to ray DE also. So when the two lines are parallel to the third line, it means all the three lines are parallel to each other. From this we can say measure of angle DCF is equal to measure of angle EDC. Reason is that if these two lines are parallel, this is the transversal, and the angle EDC and angle DCF are the alternate angles. Again here we can observe angle BCF plus angle DCB is making angle DCF. So from these three angles we can see that angle DCB plus measure of angle BCF is equal to 100 degree. On substituting the value, we get here angle DCB plus angle BCF is equal to angle DCF, which is 50 plus measure of angle BCF is equal to 100 degree. Since measure of angle BCF is equal to 100 minus 50, that is 50. And we observe this angle is 100 degree. 50 plus 50 is equal to 100. Means these both angles are of equal measures. Since they are alternate angles, let us observe the second case. Line FG is parallel to ray BA and the segment BC is a transversal. Therefore, we know that angle ABC plus BCF. If these two lines are parallel lines, then angle ABC and angle BCF are right. Pair of interior angles. So, measure of angle ABC is equal to 180 minus 50 degree. That is 130 degree. So this way we calculated here angle ABC. Dear students, solve all the remaining examples. Here we end the chapter number 2. Solve examples from the problem set 2.